What the hell was that? Hey, after a mostly not sports day yesterday, we're talking a lot of sports today. If I can click the right damn button, let's go.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack. Featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
Oh, what's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Tuesday, October 19th, 2021, and this is episode number 352 of Barry on Deck. Now, if you were paying attention yesterday, I told you it was episode number 349, and then I went back and looked, and I had uploaded episode 348. That was the last episode I did last week before I took some time off. No show on Wednesday. And then John Westling filled in Thursday and Friday and did 2 episodes of this show. And by God, those count. But when I don't see them in my doc, my folder, my rundown folder, I just automatically add the next number. So it was 348. But we are at, John Westling did episodes 349 and 350. Yesterday was 351. Today is 352. None of you give a shit about any of that. So here we are. Hey, thank you for being here. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. This is Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. My nose is itching like crazy. Y'all talking shit about me already. Boy, I tell you what. Yesterday was fun, but we didn't talk much sports. Uh-oh. Shelby said I'm late, but I got the penis wine. I don't know what... That could be a euphemism for something else. Is that what we're calling it now? Penis wine? Okay. I'm not gonna get dirty. I'm not gonna get dirty. But it's like, oh man. I think I'm gonna make wine. Should I pull out? I'm gonna make wine. All right. The one we talked about on the show. Gotcha. Okay, well, good. Drink up. Hey, listen, we're going to talk a lot of sports today, okay? No bullshitting. I have non-sports topics, but we're going to get into a lot. I got fantasy football updates for you, courtesy of Dan Seafood and Wings. Please don't let me forget to do my reads. We got headlines and everything else, but let's do it because we always start with the greatest deckhead in the history of the world. World. I don't know why I do that. I could just lower my voice. But it is none other than not Shelby. Not that I'm celebrating Shelby didn't get it, but Wallace. Congratulations, buddy. You, my friend, Wallace Wilts, the greatest deckhead in the history of the world for the next 2 hours. And then it's just back to regular old ass Wallace, just being Wallace and doing Wallace stuff. Wallace was first in the chat, first super chat. I think he got the first like. Clarence says he Congo blocked the first like. I'm gonna call bullshit, Clarence. I'm gonna call bullshit. I'm giving Wallace the triple crown. Nothing you can do about it, Clarence. There's nothing you can do about it, pal. If you get 2 out of the 3, that's good enough for me sometimes. I mean, let's face it. Some of y'all that get the triple crown haven't always gotten the first like, but I give it to you. What's up, house? Let's get to the rest of the chat. Let's get to everybody. Let's say hello to everybody that has joined us today. Not just Wallace, who was first in the chat host. Truck driver Pookie was second. Clarence was third. Donna was fourth. Thank you guys for showing up early for class. Alan Denson was in the building early. John Dory and Steven the weather guy hadn't done a weather update in forever. Just mailed it in. Just doesn't even do a chat weather update. Just whatever. I can't be creative. Yeah, it's not as easy as you thought it was, this little Uzi. You bit off more than you could chew. I get it. Barry on Sports is here. Okay. Fidel is in the building. What's up, dude? My sweet Donna is here. Mr. 1% Chris Reyes. Joe Pro back again. I love when Joe Pro's in the chat. What's up, Walt? How are you, buddy? CC is here. What's up, CC? I don't know why I always say CC's name with a lisp, but it just feels right. Just to say CC. Who did I miss? I feel like I missed somebody. Did I get TDP? I think I got TDP early. Yeah, I did. He was second in the chat. That's why. Rudolph Rodriguez, message of the century. Sanitize, wash hands, social distance. Pack the fuck up. What's up, G-Man? Mark G. Damn, dude. Is that real? We're going to do fantasy updates, but wow, if that's true. Wow. You should quit fantasy. That sucks. D-Mata, what's up, dude? Good to see you, buddy. Eric Resendez is in the building. I'm waiting on Titan Hugo. I have a feeling I'm not going to hear the end of it from Titan Hugo, but Uriel Villanueva is here. Ben is here. Who else? I'm missing in here. And Marty Z, what's up, dude? Marty sent me such a nice message yesterday. He said, man, I listened on the headphones and just laughed my ass off at the office. Marty, I appreciate those kind words, man. It's always good to know you guys actually enjoy the show. Because sometimes I do the show, I try to read the chat, but I don't know. It's just like radio, right? Like you think you're doing okay, but you don't really know. You just do shit. And if people like it, they like it. And if they don't, they don't. And eventually when 0 people show up and watch your show, then you know it sucks. But it's always good to get feedback, especially positive. Sometimes negative feedback is appreciated and welcomed if it's constructive. But if you're just like, you're a crybaby bitch, like that moron from yesterday, don't fucking come at me with that bullshit. I think you're overestimating how much I give a shit about that lame ass opinion. I care about constructive criticism. If you just want to be a dick, I ain't got time for you. I don't give a fuck. Trust me, you can't hurt my feelings. I've had enough people be mean to me in the last 7 years of doing radio. You damn sure ain't going to fucking get me in a chat message. I mean, it might make me mad, but it ain't going to be like, you just go fuck yourself. And it just makes me mad because you're being a dick for no reason. What's up, Jen? Hey, can we give a shout out to Jen? Jen cobbling together the fantasy report every single week, man. I appreciate that. I know the Deckheads do as well because they like to see their name in lights, especially when they win, not when they lose. But Jen, we appreciate you putting that together every single week. For all of us, Aaron J. Bryan is here. Total Dallas, like number 17. Who else is here? Terrence, what's up, dude? Good to see you, buddy. Sandoval. TikTok. Okay, yeah. I have a on-time issue on this show. And it's a terrible thing. I get it. Stephen Luther, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. Perry! What's up, Perry? How are you, buddy? Philip Bernard. I don't know why I say it like that, but every time I say Philip Bernard, actually, I don't know why I have to say y'all's first and last names just to differentiate you. But I would say it reminds me of the Nard Dog, Andy Bernard from The Office, when I say Philip Bernard. So, I don't know. Yeah, D-Mata, why are you spamming the chat with that? No one wants to see all that. What are you doing? Chill out. D-Mata's like, hey, what's your scary... Oh, it was Sandoval that did it. Jesus, Sandoval. What are you doing? You just lit a fuse under D-Mata. Now he's freaking out. All right, Shelby's here. House is here. Stream Elements is here. Okay. I don't know what that is. What's up, VB? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. All right, let's start the show. Start the show, Laminac. Fine. I'll start the cut. Mimi! Hey, sweetie. How are you? Mimi? PP Dubs, what's up, Dave? Thank you for being here. Okay, let's get started. Let's roll. I think I got everybody I did. Cool. All right, let's start with your headlines of the day. Very sportsy today, I told you, so get ready. The Houston Texans have released Whitney Merciless and will release returner Andre Roberts. That is not all. Linebacker Zach Cunningham and safety Eric Murray could be next. That's per The Athletic. Basically, Texans are cleaning house. They've looked at this shit show long enough, and they're like, okay. I mean, we signed some folks in the offseason. We did some extensions with Roberts, and none of this is working. We're awful. We kind of knew we were going to be awful, but... bleh. So they're just clearing money. They're just clearing. Whitney Merciless has been a trooper. He's been a true Texan. He's been a day one contributor. Zach Cunningham, a little disappointing. Had high hopes for him. It was weird how Zach Cunningham went the opposite of what I thought his career trajectory was going to be. When he got here, he was a lean linebacker. You thought he was going to be pretty decent in coverage based on the way he played in college and scouting reports. And then he ended up being the opposite. He was a liability in coverage. He was terrible in coverage. And he was a great tackler. He was a good, run stuffer. So it was weird how it happened, but he's probably gone. Eric Murray probably gone. Just a lot of no names and second stringers that are playing hard. David Culley said, boy, we made so many mistakes. And Brandon Cooks basically said, look, this team is undisciplined. And that starts and ends with coaching. So I get it. You have a ragtag shit show of players. Yes. But just because you're not the best on the field doesn't mean you have to make dumb mistakes. You're already going to get beat. Don't beat yourself too. So an undisciplined team is 100% coaching. That's just what that is. So David Culley's out here being the nice guy and being likable. Meanwhile, players are playing undisciplined, not doing well. So I don't expect David Culley to last very long in his role. I could see him being gone. Lovie Smith takes over. That could happen pretty quickly. I could see that. I don't think it'll happen this year because they don't give a shit. But I think they're going to get some draft picks, see what happens next year. He could be gone by the break next year. I could totally see that, especially if they continue to flounder and be as bad as they are. More of your headlines. Cowboys expect Dak Prescott to be ready to play in Week 8. MRI on the calf was favorable. Nothing structurally bad there, but they do expect him to be ready. They are on bye next week. But the Cowboys are rolling, man. 5-1. Scary defense. Diggs with another INT. You do not want to play the Dallas Cowboys right now. Now, look, they're prone to shit the bed like any other NFL team. Look, last night, Bills were rolling. Hottest team in football. Best team in football. Statistically and otherwise. Maybe not record, but everything else. I mean, the Cardinals are the best team in football based off a record. Maybe they're the best team in football now. I don't know. But you can for sure say that the Cowboys are top 3, if not top 5, of the best teams in football. So congratulations, Cowboy fans. You got you a good one here. So there you go. No, they will be releasing Zach. They haven't released him yet, but they will be. Yep, that is true. He was the leading tackler last year. My, how the mighty have fallen. See, what's the problem is, White Magic, and the reason why Zach Cunningham is a guy that's going to get released. He goes from being a leading tackler last year, but it's a new system, new scheme. So he's playing a little bit out of position than what he would be playing in the 3-4. I think Lovie Smith runs the 4-3. I might have him backwards. I'm pretty sure. But makes it more difficult. He's not on the field in third downs because he can't cover. That becomes a problem. So based on scheme and everything else, just not a fit anymore on this team. Chuck Diver Spooky don't want to hear this Dallas love. I feel you. Does Whitney still get his $54 million? That's a good question, D-Mata. I think it depends on what was guaranteed in his contract. I'm guessing with Whitney Merciless, his contract there wasn't a lot that was guaranteed. Let's see. Whitney Merciless. Let's go to Spot Track. By the way, check this out. So I have a new way of getting my window ready. You ready? Window's done. Remember how I'm always like, well, let's see over here, and no more. No more, famo. I took the time yesterday. Oh, I didn't do the zoom out. Zoom out! I took the time yesterday to make it faster. What's up, Ray? So here's your Whitney Merciless contract. This season, he's due $11 million. Those two are void because he's released. So no, he's not getting the extra whatever million he was due. Got $15 million dead cap money this year, but obviously those next two are void. So he's not going to make the 10.5 he was due. But yeah. I mean, the Texans still eat the cap money. They obviously had that dead cap money, but I guess whatever he was due for the rest of it, 4-year, $54 million. Let's see, 13, 10, and 11. So he had made 24. So he was due 30, 15 over the next two. So they'll eat 10 and a half, and he don't make a dime. So that sucks. But that is life in the NFL, baby. Did I hear someone say the Cowboys are top 3 in the NFL or in their division? I think they could be top 3 in the NFL. Have you not watched them play? Cowboys are good. What's the NFL standings right now? Hold on. Let's go look-see. Yeah, surprise, another bad contract for the Texans that was signed by Bill O'Brien. All of these people that are getting let go are Bill O'Brien contracts. All of them. Zoom out. Oh, hating ass Walt. That's right. And G-Man, I saw your Barry's late 6 episodes. I thought we had a discussion, G-Man, that this whole criticizing the host for being late to his own show shit, it's not going to happen. Okay? Need you to shut the fuck up about my punctuality. I get it. If I had a producer, I promise you I'd be on time. So shut up about it. They played losing record teams, I'm just saying. It's the fucking NFL, Clarence. You got to play who you play. They don't get to make the schedule. They are a plus 59 plus minus ratio. You know who's better than that? The Cardinals and the Bills. And that's it. They're 5-1. Packers are 5-1. Bucks are 5-1. Rams 5-1. Cards are 6-0. Ravens are 5-1. Bills are 4-2. So I said they could be top 3, top 5. I still think the Bills are, despite that loss last night, which, let's talk about that. That loss last night, you don't know what's going to happen in OT. But how do you not just kick the field goal with 22 seconds left? Why are you over there fucking around for some mealy-mouthed 1 yard to set up a touchdown and win? What are you doing? You got 22 seconds left and 1 timeout. What are you doing? And if you didn't watch it last night, down 3 with the ball on the 5-yard line, the Bills on 4th and 1 go for it instead of kicking the field goal with 22 seconds left. And then going for it, Josh Allen slips and falls. Done deal. I don't like the call. I'm a lot more conservative when it comes to that. Walt says that was 100% the right call. And is it when you lose? If you lose, is it the right call? Because there's no guarantee he makes that yard. Oh, they thought it was a first down? Well, oh, shut up, Walt. You played to win the game. Yeah, you also play to not lose sometimes. You got to play smart. You're on the road. Yeah, go be a gunslinger. Cool. But you're also the Buffalo Bills. Okay, you haven't had this moments of glory in a long time. Take the points. You've got a great defense. I understand Derrick Henry made them look like kids out there running around like he does. Boy, Derrick Henry is a monster. We're going to get to that in just a second. But I disagree. I'm a lot more conservative when it comes to that stuff. I mean, if it's the first half and you want to go for the touchdown and not the points, you still got to have to play great. It's the end of the game. If you don't make it, end of story. And if that is an option that's on the table, you take the points. Now, I understand you can miss, but this is legitimately an old extra point attempt at that point. Anything could happen. I don't know. You could slip. The defense could make a play. You could fumble. Anything could happen. I just think at that point in the game with 22 seconds left, You have to put points on the board and ensure that you're going to keep playing. It's the only sure thing. Out of all of the options that you had, the one sure thing was kicking that field goal. And it wasn't 100% sure thing because you can obviously miss a bad snap, fumbled, hold, whatever. But it was the most sure thing out of all of those. In my opinion. Take the points, man. Take the points. Walt said never play to lose. That's how you become a loser. Well, guess what they are now, Walt? They're losers. They lost. So you're almost like contradicting yourself because you played to win and you lost. If going for a tie isn't playing to lose, it's ensuring that you have an opportunity to go to overtime and win. But if you don't get that yard, if you don't make that, yeah, well, true. Guess what? They still never saw the ball again, Walt. Game over. I don't understand it. Like if I'm the Buffalo Bills and that defense, regardless of how well Derrick Henry has put it on us, that's the Buffalo Bills defense that was allowing the least amount of points of anybody in the NFL. 12 points a game is what they were giving up. And I get it. Derrick Henry had gashed that defense. I understand that. I'm still taking my chances with a coin flip 50-50 that I'm going to get Josh Allen the ball. And if not, I still feel good about my defense being able to get a stop. Versus 4th and 1. What's a bigger gamble? Tracy said Kellen Moore, next Cowboys head coach. Why do we need a next Cowboys head coach? They're 5-1. I'm late to go watch Barry 2 days in a row while I watch Golazo. Oh, I don't know what that means. Yeah, we don't need to get, Cowboys don't need a new head coach. I said it at the time, Walt. I thought it was a stupid move at the time. You don't go for it right there. It's too risky. If there's 3 minutes on the clock and you got a timeout and you want to go for it, okay. Trust your defense, get the ball back, got a minute left or whatever, cool. 2-minute warning, gives you a timeout. That I understand. We're talking 22 seconds left in the game. This is it. 4th and 1, I'd love to see the percentages of 4th and 1, especially in the red zone, especially on the 7-yard line. They know exactly, this isn't 4th and 1 on the 40 where you got the field and you could run a draw play, you could run a fucking screen, you got all, I mean, dude, they're jumbo package. This is, everyone in the building knows what's about to happen. Everybody knows you're about to run the ball, whether it's a handoff or a sneak. They know you're going to the left side of the center or the right side of the center. There's about an 80% chance that's happening. I think if the circumstances on the clock and everything else are different, then sure, go for it on 4th down. But with 22 seconds left, game on the line, nah, fam. I'm taking my chances in overtime versus taking my chances on everybody in the building knowing exactly what I'm going to do, and then old boy slips and falls. Come on, man. Just ridiculous. Take the points. Take the points. Well, I don't know. You know what? If I don't take the points, maybe I punt there. Okay. That's when you talk to somebody that don't know shit about football. They're like, that maybe just punt. Take your chances. That okay. I'm trying to get something on chatting. Can't get a yard, you deserve to lose. No, that's not true. It could have been 95% chance to get the first. You may go for it. Well, okay. If you're going to tell me statistically that there was a better chance of getting the first down than kicking the field goal, but that's what you also have to weigh. What are the chances of making the field goal versus getting the first down? I guarantee you, let's assume, House. Let's just assume, because this is all this is. Let's assume there's 95% chance you get the first down. Cool. I guarantee you there's a 99% chance you make the field goal. And when you look at it statistically, take the 99%. Take the 99%. So, but that's the beautiful thing about sports. We can all have our own opinions and disagree. And some of us in the chat say kick the field goal. And some of us in the chat say go for it. If you're the Texans, you go for it. The fuck do you have to lose, right? But if you're the Bills, you don't go for it. You kick the field goal. You line that fucking defense up if you lose the coin toss in overtime. And you go out there and you try to get a stop. And you key on Derrick Henry and you let Ryan Tannehill beat you with his arm, which you kind of have been too. But I'll take my chances with that. Did you know that Seth Rogen was hiring your show for about a week? I didn't know what that meant. I don't know what that means, Will. Can you translate that to English, buddy? No idea what that means. So percent getting first versus percent getting field goal and winning an OT. Well, no, because even if you get the first, you still got to score. You got 22 seconds. You don't have 3 downs. You have 22 seconds. You can't run the ball. I mean, I guess you can, but you only got 1 timeout left. So you got to think about that too. Assume you get the first down. You're running the ball first of all. What are you going to do? Kick it after you get it? Call a timeout? That would make no sense. Just kick it then. So now you run the ball. You got to set up, spike the ball. You go from 22 seconds down to probably 18. Now it's second down. Goal to goal. You're going to run a couple passes. I mean, it's just, I think once you get the first down, then you have to look at what are the odds of scoring in the red zone that tight. I just think it goes down exponentially as you start to progress into the final 22 seconds of the game. But you know what? That is such a makeable field goal. That is such an easy field goal. You're guaranteed to go to overtime. You weren't guaranteed to score even if you got the first down. Yeah, well, what if there's a sack and you've already used the timeout because you ran the ball and you had to call a timeout, or you're going to run up and spike it and then you get sacked and then you, fumble, INT. I'm telling you, I totally agree with that. 100%. Man, I got cat hair all over this desk. 100%. Now, can we talk for a moment? About Derrick Henry? Holy jeez Louise. This dude is lapping the field. I want to pull up some statistics for you. And resize it. Oh boy, I love that I could just do that resize like that on the fly. That makes my life so easy. Zoom out. Good job, Siri. It's not Siri, by the way, guys. Well, and that's why you're wrong, Amos. Yeah, that's true too. Frederick, that's a great point. You just don't get, and the hold wasn't even necessary. That's the most frustrating thing about that. You didn't even need to hold the guy. He wasn't even in the play. You were just trying to hold your block. Ruined it. But let's look at Derrick Henry versus the rest of the NFL. Holy bejesus. I don't know why Walt didn't draft him first. What a dumbass. Derrick Henry has 10 touchdowns right now. The next closest running backs have 5. James Conner, Ezekiel Elliott, Kareem Hunt, Sam Darnold, not a running back. Jalen Hurts, not a running back. James Robinson of Jacksonville, all have 5 touchdowns. Derrick Henry has 10. Derrick Henry has, I'm on the wrong page here. I'm doing it on my screen. 783 yards. The next closest is Nick Chubb at 523. Folks, this is not close. Derrick Henry has a long of 76. He also hit the top speed in the NFL this year last night. It's something like 22 miles an hour. You should not be able to run that fast and be that big. That is not fair, football. That is not fair. Every time he carries the ball, they should just flag him. Be like, unsportsmanlike. You can't be this good. You can't be that big, that strong, be able to get a yard and a cloud of dust on a goal line situation and out sprint the entire defense. It's not allowed. We outlawed that after Bo Jackson. We said no more. You're either going to be big, fat, and slow, or you're going to be small and fast. But you can't be both. End of story. It ruins the NFL because no one can stop you, Derrick. Get out of here. Scram, kid. It's amazing what this dude is doing. Amazing. And when you look at his yard, like his games, It's like Madden, dude. It's like this. Okay, this isn't what humans do. Look at his games this year. Game 1. Remember in week 1 we were all like, "Ooh, what's wrong with Derrick Henry? 58 yards. Jeez Louise, what happened?" I think what happened in game 1 was, 1, the Arizona Cardinals have a pretty good defense, and 2, I think the Titans wanted to prove, hey, we're not a run first team that's solely dependent on Derrick Henry to fuel our entire offense, including the passing game. No way. We can do it without him. We'll show you. Oh, shit. 38-13, 58 yards rushing. And then they went, okay, never mind, famo. We're going to run the ball. Look at the attempts. 17, 35, 28, 33, 29, 20. And he's gone for 182, 113, 157, 130, and 143. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. White Magic said, man, if I'm a corner, I'm diving at his shoelaces. You're not about to embarrass me. Bro, if you guys just Google Derrick Henry and that Josh Allen photo comes up, it is the most hilarious thing. Like, this shouldn't even be, hold on. It shouldn't even be a thing. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to do this to people. Check this out. It's such an amazing I tried to use it for the thumbnail on this show, but this just absolutely cracks me up. Let's see. Let's go sports. Oh, where the bleep did it go? There we go. We'll just do this. Look at 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 this. That's not him diving, by the way. That's him getting shoved out of the way by Derrick Henry. Look. That's a grown-ass man. That's a grown-ass man doing that to another grown-ass man. That's just funny to me. Josh Norman's never, ever, 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 ever going to live that down. Oh, man. Pretty crazy. What happened? What is RMFTR? I don't know what that means. 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 Is that Photoshop? I don't think that's Photoshop. I don't think that's Photoshop. Maybe it is. That's funny to me, though. Is it Photoshop? Damn it. Oh, well. Where's the GIF of it? Isn't there a GIF of it? Derrick Henry. Josh. Oh, Roll Tide. Got you. Derrick Henry, Josh, Norman, GIF. Let's see if... I wonder if I can do GIFs on here. Oh, well, here's a video. Okay. See, you're a goddamn liar. I'm gonna switch to this right here. We're gonna go boop, boopsie. We're gonna watch it, and I'm gonna get a copyright strike, and I don't give a shit because I'm gonna show Total Dallas right now. Look here. There they go. Watch. Photoshop my ass. Man, if you don't get your bitch ass off me. That ain't Photoshop, Playboy. That ain't Photoshop. That's a get off me, man. Well, when you said Photoshop, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. If you look at it, it kind of does look Photoshopped. Like, look at the outline of his elbow. If you look at like Josh Norman's left elbow, and then the fact he looks too crisp right there. Like, it looks like somebody placed him in there. That's hilarious. Oh, I won't get a strike, Clarence. I won't get a strike. And the reason I won't get a strike is because fair use. Ha ha ha. Suck it, hoes. That qualifies under fair use. I just won a copyright strike claim. Uh-oh, what is that? What the fuck is going on right now? Do I not have anything open there? Okay, let's just get out of that. I just won a copyright strike claim against MLB for that. Henry not even looking at it. I know. It's pretty crazy. So, The reason why I watched Monday Night Football last night was because of these goddamn Astros. Yeah, right there. Let's talk about it, fam. Let's talk about that natural ass whooping. Oh, I still didn't finish the headlines, but we'll get back to them. Let's talk about that natural ass whooping that the Astros took last night. Another grand slam given up by this pitching staff. And I just want to say, I talked about this on Twitter a little bit yesterday, but I'm going to tell you right now, everybody's clamoring for Carlos Correa. And while I think you should do everything you can to try and re-sign him, the fact of the matter is, the priority, the number one, the first check you write in the offseason, if you're James Click, has to be to an ace. Period. End of story. I don't know what Jim Crane's budget is. I don't know how much he's going to allow Click to spend. And everyone keeps, well, you're freeing up $30 million from Verlander and $30 million from Greinke and this and that and the other. Cool, I get it. But that doesn't mean Jim Crane's going to spend all that money, number one. I'm sure he wants to make money. Not that he's going broke running the Astros. 5 ALCS trips. You're going to make a lot of money. I get it. But trust me when I tell you, you don't get to be as rich as Jim Crane by just throwing money away. Havoc, I'm not going to disagree with you. Havoc comes in. Welcome to the show, Havoc. Havoc's saying that Henry is the MVP. I mean, right now, you saw the numbers. Wouldn't disagree with that, buddy. Welcome to the program. We're talking Astros Red Sox right now. You have got to get an ace on this staff. There are options at shortstop should you need to replace Correa, should you not be able to work a deal. I don't know what Jim Crane's going to do with the budget. I don't know. But they have got to go out and get a true number one. And you can say Lance McCullers is a number one. And he when he's healthy, he pitches like it. But that's the problem. You can't rely on him to be healthy. So that means he's not a one. He's not an ace because he's not there. He can't be an ace if he's not pitching. But this team is in desperate, dire need of a lockdown, skid-stopping ace. I don't think Verlander wants to be here, D-Mata. I think that's the problem. And he's old and coming off surgery like you just mentioned. I think you got to go out and you got to find an ace amongst the options. You got to lock one up. So that now you're Ace McCullers Urquidy or Ace McCullers Fromber or Ace McCuller Luis Garcia or whatever it is. But you got to get that one. You got to get that one. No, you're not going to go get Cole. That ain't happening. There are, I think, was it Alex Rodriguez said that Carlos Correa might get $400 million. There's no way on earth if I'm Jim Crane, I pay Carlos Correa $400 million. There's just no way. There is value at the shortstop position out there. Corey Seager's having a down couple of years. I mean, there is Javi Baez isn't going to command that kind of money. And he's on the base paths defensively and all that at the plate. Similar in value. Not exact, and I understand chemistry and continuity and all that. But this team has to have an ace. When you look at the success that they've had in the postseason, it's because they had a Verlander or a Cole or a Keuchel or a Morton, guys at which Morton was a surprise for them. But they had a guy that could go in and just shut shit down. And McCullers did that at one point. But again, is he healthy? Can you rely on him? I think you got to go out, get the ace first, then you take care of shortstop. And if you can add a third arm, great. There was a plethora. I tweeted about. I'm not going to re-download it. I think I've showed them on here before. There are plenty of arms. Actually, you know what? Let's just take another gander. I'll play the game. Fuck it. Get rid of that. Oh, we'll just do it here. Spot track. We don't need that. Well, I said spot track, you dumbass. So, this is spot track. Zoom out. Uh-oh. So let's go take a look-see at the free agents in baseball. Tracker tool, free agent tracker. There we go. This is super simple. So you come over here, and we're going to choose starting pitching, and we're going to update it. So here's all the aces that you see. Greinke, Trevor Bauer, Justin Verlander, Clayton Kershaw, Max Scherzer, Johnny Cueto, Marcus Stroman, Kevin Gausman, Kikuchi, Cobb, Duffy, Corey Kluber, who's probably you could get at value if that's what you wanted to do. And there are other guys. Noah Syndergaard. I mean, if you want to, Robbie Ray's a good one. You sort this by market value, and it kind of shows you these guys that if you're using Spot Track, the guys that they add a market value to are guys that are considered the top tier talent. And I'm not saying Trevor Bauer isn't or Verlander isn't, but these are guys like, he's got a player option. He ain't flexing that. But this is market value. So you can see, obviously, Scherzer, Kershaw, Syndergaard. Those are three of the top guys that are going to be on this list. And these guys are going to get paid. All of these guys you could make a run at. The Yankees, Red Sox, and Angels and Cubs aren't signing all these guys. The Dodgers have two of these. The Dodgers ain't signing both of these cats. Now, the Mets might re-up with Syndergaard, make him a qualifying offer. The Astros are going to make Verlander a qualifying offer so that they can get a compensatory pick if he walks. Same thing with Correa. But if you want to keep those guys, you're going to have to make better than a qualifying offer. But there you go. So you look at market value. You could get Marcus Stroman for $21 million, according to Spot Track. Would not hurt my feelings to see Marcus Stroman, Lance McCullers Jr., Framber Valdez. Kluber could be worth a pickup. Exactly, Dandy Dan. You come down and you grab a guy down here to bolster that. I mean, a J.A. Happ. Chris Archer might be worth it. Kluber might. Duffy. I mean, some of these cats these are still Alex Cobb. These are still good pitchers. I don't think I think his legal troubles are going to keep him out of the running at all. But there is money to be spent here. If you could get Marcus Stroman at $21 million and Corey Kluber at $11 million, okay? So let's say you get both of those guys combined for the $30 million. Your pitching staff and rotation just got so much better. So much better. Now, let's go back and take a look at one more thing here, and that is the shortstop position. There you go. Market value. Corey Seager's got a $31 million price tag. Carlos Correa, 26. That's all based off of statistical performance, by the way. This is strictly like how they compare to other shortstops and what they're getting paid. You could grab a Javi Baez for in the neighborhood of $25 million. Statistically, he's comparable to Carlos Correa. Corey Seager's going to command probably 30, but Correa could get 30 to 35 to 40, especially if he comes back in these next couple of games and steps up. Every time he does, his price tag goes up a little. But when you look at the opportunity to go out and land some of these guys, Seager, Trevor Story, whom I don't like because he can't hit outside of Colorado. I've said it a million times. I would avoid Trevor Story at all costs unless you're the Rockies. But Seager, Correa, Baez, Marcus Semien, Andrelton Simmons, these are all serviceable. I mean, not serviceable. These are all really good shortstops. Simmons might be the least sexy of them all, but he's still not bad. And I mean, look at the value. I mean, if he's 10 grand, 12 grand, 15 grand, and you can invest that in the rotation, your lineup with everybody else there and Anderson Simmons hitting 8th, still really good. Still really good. And if you pick up a Javi Baez for $10 million a year less than Carlos Correa, are you mad at that? If you added Max Scherzer to your rotation? Hell no, I ain't mad at that. You're telling me I'm swapping out Carlos Correa for who are we going after? Marcus Stroman and Javi Baez? I do that deal. You're better with Marcus Stroman and Javi Baez than you are Carlos Correa and a bunch of second and third tier pitchers. So, Javi's going back to the Cubs. Well, he might. He absolutely might. And there are other options, and I don't think they're moving Alex Bregman to third base. I just don't think they will because he's played there for so long, but it's possible. And if you're wondering, could they? Absolutely. You got Ramirez and Bryant and Kyle Seager, Arenado's a free agent with a player option, Matt Carpenter. So there's even options at third base where you could move. You could add Chris Bryant, who, by the way, was playing center field the other day for the Giants. But you can move Bregman to short and add a third baseman. You want to add Jose Ramirez? Cool. Dude can hit, 29 years old. Perfect. That's the prime physically for a baseball player, 28, 29 years old. Chris Bryant would be a great signing. And these are all values at less than what Correa is looking like he's going to get on the open market. Kyle Seager, I'm not enamored with. But these are all options. So, end of the day, zoom out. Gotta go get an ace. Period. End of story. All right, now let's go. Let's see here. Oh, let's get back to the headlines real quick, and then we'll do some fantasy updates. Fernando Tatis Jr. will not have shoulder surgery in the offseason, so it's, I guess, good news for the Padres. Although you worry about that a little bit if you're the Padres. What if it doesn't heal completely? What if the surgery would have taken care of it and he could have moved on? We've seen players do this before where they want to hold off on surgery, and I get it. I understand it. Sometimes it's better just to take care of it than let it linger. Eric Cristina said, what about first base? I don't think they want to move Yuli to third. I've mentioned that before when I've talked to Astros and what they're going to do in the offseason. That's the beautiful thing about this lineup is they are very flexible, right? Do you want to try to get Yordan to figure it out? I think they like him in left field. You could put Aledmus Diaz at first base and move Uriel to third. You could put Aledmus at third and leave Uriel. You could leave Yuli Gurriel at first. You could move him to third. You could get a first baseman. I think, though, they like everybody kind of where they're at. I think the option that they would rather do would just plug in a shortstop to replace Correa. Go out and get a Javi Baez, replace Correa. Let's keep moving. Could they shuffle? Yeah, but, when's the last time Bregman has played a full season at shortstop? When's the last time Yuli's played third consistently? These are all options, but I don't think those are the ideal options. So, lastly, the Mets might be considering Jeff Luhnow as their next GM, but it's a long shot. They talked about it a little bit. They have not requested permission to talk to any team about any existing front office members, which led one writer in New York to think maybe they're going to go after a guy who doesn't require permission to be granted. And right now, one of those guys at the top of that list would be Jeff Luhnow. But boy, oh boy, he comes with baggage, much more so than Alex Cora and AJ Hinch and any Astro that you would sign in the offseason. Jeff Luhnow comes with the baggage of the cheating scandal, hiding it, doing the interviews and disparaging his players, his coaches, manager, and front office and owner. The Osuna signing, the issues with female reporters in the locker room, all of that occurred under him. Is he a winner? Yeah. Does he build a program? Yeah. Can he build a good baseball team? Sure. But The Astros, for all of their greatness, had some serious dysfunction within that organization internally when you talk to people. The way that they treated their scouts, the way that they did things. They weren't outward appearances and players and everything. They were lovable and loved. Jeff Luhnow, kind of a dick is what I hear. Kind of a dick. So, be interesting to see. My man's just out here just trolling like a motherfucker, boy. You're like, well, let's see, can I get out? I thought I had a bite. No. Why hasn't Beltran showed up anywhere? I think he kind of got blackballed, maybe. It's a great question. Great question. But I think he's trying to get some more distance between him and the scandals and so forth. And he was supposed to be the manager of the Mets, and then it broke. And I think because they know, too, he was seriously the architect of it. I mean, Alex Cora was too, but I think Beltran was the big push. I think when all the dust settled, everyone, if you were to pick a hierarchy of who was responsible, Beltran's name was first. Alex Cora's was up there, but obviously Boston don't give a shit because they're winning. And that's the crazy and most hypocritical thing about all this Astros slander. No one gives a shit when it's their guy and they're winning. So, all right, let's talk some fantasy football. Brought to you by Dan's Seafood and Wings. Here is your Week 6 fantasy football updates. And what league is this? This is the BZH 420 league. I need names. We need to name these leagues. I might name them myself just for reference. Like, oh, this is the League of Putos. Okay, that's not appropriate. No, Chuck, we're not going to get Nolan off the ranch. No, we're not skipping your match, Dandy Dan, you raggedy bitch. You played to win the game. You lost. Suck it, says Walt. Who also, we'll see. We'll get to Walt's. All right, Titan Hugo beat Josh 713 Hooligan 130 to 127. Eric Resendez whooped up on the king of the deckheads, Robert Jenkins, aka Robert Likes Beer, 155 to 110. Brandon Gary beat up Amos. Well, didn't beat up. I mean, 5 points isn't beating up. 131 to 126. BZH 420 beat Jeff Bell 133 to 130. And Jared Taylor beat Incarnate 121 to 105. So, Brandon Gary remains undefeated at 6-0. Eric Resendez 5-1. Hugo 3-3. BZH 3-3. Jared Taylor 2-4 over there. Incarnate is 4-2. Jay Greasy, Josh is 3-3. Jeff Bell 2-4. Amos 2-4. And Robert Likes Beer is a paltry, a meager, a terrible 0-6. Up next in the Dan Seafood and Wings Fantasy Football Pool, this is Walt's league. Walt, what is your league's name? What's it called? What is it? Truck Driver Pookie beat Matt Poche 110 to 100. D-Mata beat Drew 132. Man, anybody getting beat by D-Mata don't even know what the fuck he's doing. He's never played fantasy in his life. Drew, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. 132 to 118. White Magic whooped that ass over Walt 137 to 99. Oh, it's Big Firm Deck. Oh, gotcha. That's this team name. Okay, Jim, we got to include these from now on. The like put it at the top or something. Remind me, I'll do that if you don't. Is Robert Likes Beer even playing? That's a good question. Maybe not. White Magic put an absolute ass whooping on Walt 137.99. Fidel beat House 130 to 114. And KD beat Mike Liebeshock 151 to 113. Jesus. Shock, get your shit together. House, look at this raggedy ass East in this league. 3-3, 3-3, 3-3. You ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Katie's 2-4, Walt 1-5. At least Fidel and White Magic got their shit together in the West. Fidel's 5-1, White Magic 4-2. Shock, Matt Poche, and D-Mata all 3-3 in that league. Here is this Uzi's league? Yeah, Steven Uzik's league. Sylvia beat Christopher Mina. Boy, that wasn't even close. 120-80. Lil Uzi cheating over here, beating Dandy Dan 160-121. Keith Sager. Oh, fam. Mark, what happened? Mark, holy shit, you lost by 0.1, bro. You lost by 0.1. You lost by a butt hair. Like the width of a butt hair. I could have said whisker, but you literally lost by a butt hair. Bro, if I lost 147.9 to 147.8, I would just quit. I would never play fantasy again. Ever. Michael Caravantes beat Cisco 138-98. Brandon Martinez. B-Mark beat Chris Reyes 143-23. So Christopher Mina's 4-2. Christopher Reyes is 3. Well, Chris Reyes, my bad, Chris. 3-3, along with Cisco at 3-3, Keith Sager 3-3, Steven Uzik at 3-3. That's the 3. Just name this whole league 3-3 shit. Sylvia's 4-2. The climb back to the top begins. Dandy Dan and Michael Caravantes are 3-3. Mark is 2-4, and Brandon Martinez is also 2-4. And in the league, everyone cares the most about my league. It's not my league. It's whose league is it? I don't know whose league this is. Who runs this league? I don't know who runs this league. Crystal beat Total Dallas 137-92. The battle of the Cowboys fans. Crystal comes out on top 137-92. Yours truly whooped that ass. Uriel Villanueva. What happened, dog? 147-81. Oh, you run this, Clarence. My bad. Lisa Oden beat Chris or Pink Valkyrie 130-119. Clarence beat Robert, aka Black Sheep, 166-124, and John Westling beat PP Dubs 161-131. So over in the East, Clarence sits at 4-2. TDP and Lisa are 3-3, and PP Dubs and myself are 2-4. The comeback starts now, people. I'm telling you right now. Baptized in the Frunk will make the playoffs. Book it, Dano. Over in the West, John Westling showing up and showing out. 5-1. Pink Valkyrie at 4-2. Uriel Villanueva and Crystal at 3-3. And Black Sheep at 1-5. Get your shit together, Black Sheep. Jesus, man. Come on. What are you doing? Well, I'll tell you, that's a good question for lunch. What are you doing for lunch? And if you're not going to Dan's, you're messing up. Folks, Dan's brings you the Fantasy Football League each and every week. And they are sponsoring all 4 leagues. And the winner in all 4 leagues is going to get $100 in cash, $100 in Dan's gift certificates, and a trophy. And I'm going to tell you right now, Dan Seafood and Wings, if you haven't had Dan's yet, give it a try. If you like seafood, if you like shrimp or fish, maybe you want to try some lo mein. That's Cisco's favorite. I'm telling you, everything at Dan's is actually really good. The wings are good. Cece says she wants Dan's. I'm telling y'all, man, Cece loves her some Dan's, and I love the fact that she goes out and supports. Her and Donna and PK were just there. This food is really good. I promise you that. This is not just me telling you about, like, it's good seafood. Go try it. The boiled spicy shrimp is Nora's favorite. She will not eat boiled spicy shrimp from anywhere else. She won't eat shrimp from anywhere else now. She used to be like, she used to go to like Papados or what? Nope. She's like, all I want is Dan's. That's it. If we're doing seafood, it's got to be Dan's, period. And I think you'll be the same once you have it. Try the wings, try the seafood. Follow them on Instagram at EatAtDans. Also on their website, eatatdans.com. Check them out. It's Dan's Seafood and Wings. Put some Dan's in your mouth. Oh, Clarence said I finally had the rice. Oh, my God. Yeah, buddy. That's what's up. That's what's up. Eric says, does our league have the best record overall? Yeah, I'm still going to make the best, like the most points scored out of all 4 is going to get a custom shirt again this year like Walt got last year for sure. So, you know, the tabs on the spreadsheet are named. Just saying, but I'll change it. Yeah, but does it have the team names or it just says BZH or whatever? I didn't think it had the. Hold on. Let me go. Now you're going to make me go look in the middle of the show. Move. Yeah, Yeah, it just says BZH, Walt, Uzi, and Clarence. That's not a league name. That's just who's managing the league. Like Walt's league name is Big Firm Deck. So that's what I'm looking for. I want to put that on the slides, but it's whatevs. All right. Let's get all this out of there. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? All right, so that's your fantasy update. We'll close those out. Talk a little Astros. Astros, I'm not going to say it's a must win because they can still win game 3. But I said yesterday, if there was a game that they needed to win, they needed to get to Erod, and he pitched his ass off. And Urquidy did not. That was the exact opposite of what they needed to have happen. The Astros are in serious trouble. Are they out? Are they done? No. But they are reeling. They are in trouble. And they need to stop the bleeding and stop the bleeding quickly. Zach Greinke goes tonight. What is the matchup tonight? Let's see. Who is going for the... where's the schedule? They have not announced pitching matchups, have they? Oh, Nick Pivetta. Okay. He of a 4.53 ERA. Should be able to touch this dude up, but you're supposed to touch up Rodriguez last night and couldn't. So, and I think the reason that you see a guy with a like Pivetta going at this point is they got nothing to lose. They're up. They're in good shape. Greinke versus Pivetta tonight. Charlie Morton versus Walker Buehler in game 3 over in the NL. Atlanta got the Dodgers on the ropes. Now they go to LA. Now LA has to take care of their home field and make this a 6-7 game series. So we'll see. Down 2-0. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna take a really quick pee-pee break. I'm gonna go pee-pee. I'm gonna get me a Diet Coke. What's up, Perry? What happened? What am I seeing? No, it wasn't Jen. Tell him, Jen. Okay, that was aggressive. Oh, wow. I just saw that. Yeah, no, I wasn't like attacking you. I was just saying, okay, Jen, don't. Super aggressive. Yes, Crystal, it was very aggressive and unnecessary. Man. Jeez, turning you into HR. I'm talking to the owner. All right, let's take a break. I'll be back. I got to go pee. I'm about to piss my pants. 5 minutes or less. Not even 5 minutes. We'll be back in a second. Don't go anywhere. I'm Barry Lamack. This is Barry on Deck. Stick around. To Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Lamack. Thank you guys for sticking around through the break. Those of you that did, those of you that didn't, why would you leave? I said it was going to be real fast. Jen is HR, so good luck with that, Truman. Oh, I still write the checks. It says 0 on it, but I still write the checks. My name's still on the show. Let's not discount my role here, pal. Just don't report me. That's all I'm asking. I wanted to show you this. Look at this fool. Look at this fool. Look at this shit. So I have cats love boxes for some reason. And this crazy cat of mine, where is it? Where's Flex? Where the fuck happened to Flex Cam? It's off? Uh-oh. Oh, well, Flex Cam don't work now, fellas. Ladies. Where did... Oh, shit. Insufficient system resources exist to complete the requested service. Oh, shit. I hope I didn't just kill the stream. Fucking around with Flex Cam. Okay, well, never mind on that. I need to put like a cat cam out there. But this fool, Oliver... I got something in the mail. It came in a box, and cats love to get in boxes. And this fool, I threw the box down for him, and this is what this fool was doing. I left it in the entryway, and there he is. He's just sitting in the box like a moron. That's what cats do. They're just weirdos. Michael Caravantes, time to defrag. Yeah, something. Ask me anything about anything. I didn't know we were doing that. Would you rather lose 2 the way the Astros have or get walked off twice like the Dodgers? I'd rather lose 2 like the Astros have. Getting walked off is heartbreaking. Although being out of it by the 3rd inning is heartbreaking. That's a good question now. Shit. Damn it. Man, I don't know. Because watching it last night, I was like, well, thank God there's Monday Night Football on. I don't give a shit about this game now. I don't want to watch this shit. All right, I'm going to head out. I tweeted that out. Little memes. Little memesters. I think I'd actually rather get walked off because you're in it to the end. I mean, you're going to lose no matter what, right? That's the thing. You're either going to lose like the Astros or lose like the Dodgers. I think I'd rather lose like the Dodgers. I would much rather lose like the Dodgers. I don't want to be out of it by the 3rd inning with nothing to cheer for. No thanks. So I changed my answer. There you go. All right, what else are we going to talk about? Let's see here. I have so much. A plethora. Y'all want to talk LSU? Coaching situation? Oh, we could do this Aaron Rodgers, I own you. That's kind of old news now. Oh, there was this real quick. Some breaking news. But right before we went on air, Ben Simmons suspended for game 1 for Philadelphia, having not participated in practice like he should. Doc Rivers saying that he wanted Big Ben to go. Big Ben. He wanted Ben to go in, and Ben kind of refused. And he said, "Well, you know what? Just leave, bro. Just go. If you're not gonna play, just go." Kicked him out. So, yeah. No Ben Simmons for game 1 of which I think is Wednesday. When does the NBA start? NBA schedule. Now he's sitting in the box staring at me. Look at this fool. Hold on. Hey, buddy. Now he's just staring at me. Look at this weirdo. Look at this weirdo. Look at him. Bro, what are you doing? Oh, that didn't come out very good. There we go. Look at him. Look at this weird. Oh, I need to clean my glass on my door. Now he's just staring. Like a freak. Like a weirdo. And that little fur thing, that's for him to lay on. Oh, NBA starts tonight. Oh, that's, yeah, look at there. Hey, look at that. Hey, chat. Nets, Bucks, Warriors, Lakers. A couple of good games. I'll probably still watch basketball. I mean, baseball. What is that? Basketball? I'll probably still watch baseball. I don't know what you do if you're Philadelphia at this point. The problem is with Big Ben acting like a clown like this, he's lowering his trade value. Teams see this and go, do we really want this dude? Is it worth it? Joel Embiid, of all people, came out and was like, man, I can't deal with the drama no more. I mean, Joel Embiid is drama. And he's like, I ain't got time for that shit. I'm not worried about the soap opera that is Ben Simmons. And if you're other teams, and I get it, but he's also not James Harden. Let's be real. He's a good player. He's a very good player. But he's not James Harden. And people were willing to fade some of the bullshit that James Harden did, or the perceived bullshit, to land James. Because James, at the end of the day, wants to play, wants to win. And has the skill sets and the ability, even if you want to say he's got some deficiencies defensively, still has the ability, when he applies himself, to be good at both ends of the court. Great on one end, serviceable to decent to good, I guess, at times on the other. Ben, on the other hand, kind of one-dimensional, really good at the dimensions that he's good at, but can be a liability and was a liability in the playoffs. And I think Ben's just got his booty hurt. He's just butt hurt because he became the laughing stock and the scapegoat for why they failed in the playoffs. And now he wants out. He's taking his time. I'm taking my toys. I'm going home. I don't want to be here no more. This sucks. But he's certainly not doing himself any favors if he wants to get traded. So, yeah, Harden actually played a couple games before sabotaging. I still don't know how that dude, was that a fat suit? Like, was he really fat, or did he? That's amazing to me. But there you go. Ben Simmons won't be playing tomorrow when a full schedule jumps off tomorrow. Well, almost a full schedule. Let's see. Oh, no. So 26 teams will play over the next 2 days. Rockets play the Wolves. Sixers play the Pelicans. There you go. On the road. All right. You got a choice. You're watching Astros or are you watching Nets Bucks? What are you watching, chat? I feel like most of the chat's going to say Astros except KD and White Magic. And maybe Walt. House, I don't know. Amos said, we got to stop acting like Ben is a bum on offense. He can't shoot threes. That's it. He really don't have a good mid-range shot either. He can't shoot free throws. Now you're going to make me look up his field goal percentage. I mean, you don't want Ben Simmons taking mid-range shots. Ben Simmons is a get to the basket guy. That's it. He's very one-dimensional, Amos. And I don't think we're yeah, exactly, Matt. Can't shoot, period. Like, this dude is a get to the rim or distribute guy. That's it. You know that, dude, anybody that plays Ben Simmons is going to give him a cushion, and he's not going to take it. He's just not. So I don't think we're pigeonholing him or acting like he's. I mean, it's the facts. I'd love to. Let's see. Ben Simmons shot chart. All right, Amos. You did this. You did this to you, Amos. This ain't me. You did this to you, buddy. You did this to you. A lot of Stros. Okay. I dig it. Amos is watching basketball. I have 2 TVs. So there you go. There you go. I would have encouraged Ben to shoot mid-range before forcing him to shoot threes. Ben Simmons is a non-shooting Lamar Odom. I've said this. Okay, player highlighted by the people around him. He balled out when the big man was gone, and he shuts the other team's best player down. Oh, look, defensively, yeah. Get it. I get it. You can guard the perimeter, guard a big man. He can, yeah. I get it. But when you see this shot chart, I want you to apologize for the slander that you held against me for saying that I said he's one-dimensional. Okay? Zoom out. This is Ben Simmons' shot chart. Shot 55.7% overall and 30% from 3 in 58 games. Look how many shots he took outside of the paint, bro. And some of those are right there. I mean, dude. Look at 35%. 35%. The league average is 42% from here. 42%. The league average is 44. What is this? 41%. That's right on the league average. And then 58.7. And then he was 50. What is this? 33%. Come on, man. I mean, that's obvious. You just need to look at this shot chart. Not good, bro. Fidel said he's watching Sports Right Live. My guy, let's go. I don't know if we're going to be sidecasting the Astros or not. We might. Probably will be. But look at that shot chart. Jeez Louise, old Pete. That's pretty wild, huh? Who do we think is more one-dimensional than that? I mean, not a big man. Who would be compared to Ben Simmons that would have a shot chart that crazy looking? I can't even think of anybody. That's just, and that's a guard. Interesting. Let's see. So that was our Ben Simmons stuff. We got Astros out of the way. Let's talk a little LSU football. Does someone actually watch Ben Simmons play and mark where he shoots every game? Yeah, they all do. Every time someone shoots, they mark where it was. Why do we keep asking him to do something he's scared to do is all I'm saying. Clear the lane and watch him eat. Well, that's the problem though, Amos. When you've got a guy that's so one-dimensional, first of all, why the fuck are you scared to shoot? If you're that big, if you're that bad, then stop acting like you're a fucking point guard. Go play down low if that's where you want to score from. But I think the problem becomes, oh boy, that slide's all off. My OCD is killing me right now. I think the problem becomes if you know he's not going, oh, Russ is a good one, total Dallas, but he's got him in mid-range a little bit. But if you know he's not going to shoot, defensively, you can sag off, provide more help to the interior and guys slashing to the lane. I mean, there's just, it creates a problem for you offensively because everybody on the floor knows no matter where he's at, if he's not in the paint, he's not a threat to shoot. And if he does shoot, he's not a threat to make it. So you literally, it changes the complexity of the defense significantly. And if you're playing the fucking T-Wolves or the Rockets, it's not going to matter. But when you start playing the Lakers and the Bucks and these upper echelon teams in the playoffs, becomes an issue, especially when he can't make free throws. Because if he's driving to the lane and they know, look, he can't make a mid-range, he can't make a three, and he can't make a free throw. If he drives the lane, just fucking foul him. Period. It becomes a problem. It becomes a real problem. Let's see what Russ's shot chart is. But yeah, Russell is better. Oh, yeah. By far, Russ has shots all over the place because he can still knock down threes. He ain't doing it at a James Harden-esque clip. Look at this Russ shot chart. Boy, oh, boy. Yeah, this is not even close. And that was a good call to say Russ. But look at this. Zoom out. There's Russ's shot chart. I mean, see? You got to know, like, okay, where do we guard him from? He can knock down a three. Well, not that three, but over here is 38%. 35%. So, yeah. Zoom out. Pretty interesting. I don't know what you do with him. I don't know who would want him, to be honest with you. I wouldn't want him on my team. And I understand how great he is getting to the bucket. I understand how great he is at all that he is great at. But he's too one-dimensional for me. Steve said you need a shirt that says zoom out. That'd be funny. All right, so let's talk some LSU football, shall we? So, as you know, Ed O not coming back for 2022. He's done. Off the field shenanigans and issues and fucking with them dirty hoes. Get you every time. So now they're here are the odds of who the next head coach of the LSU Tigers could be. How you feeling about this, Tiger fan? Vegas and the odd makers seem to think that Lane Kiffin is the obvious natural choice to take over at LSU starting next season, leaving Ole Miss and golf balls behind. He got pelted, by the way, with a golf ball at the Tennessee game. And Luke Fickell, plus 550. Bill Napier, plus 700. Jimbo Fisher, plus 750. Billy O'Brien, plus 850. Mark Stoops, plus 850. Bob Stoops, plus 900. James Franklin, 950. Joe Brady, 1,000. Mel Tucker, 1,200. Dave Aranda, 1,400. Urban Meyer, 1,400. John Gruden, plus 10,000. Donna said no to Bill O'Brien. I mean, look, college-wise, not bad. I get it. You don't want him as a pro head coach, but college could do worse, Donna. Wallace said, please no to Lane. Keep Kiffin. Chris says Bill O'Brien. Lord, please, no Kiffin. No Bill O'Brien. Jimbo Fisher, when I saw the name, made me a little nervous. Seeing his name on there made me super nervous as an Aggie fan. But Jimbo Fisher came out and said, look, I love A&M. I plan on playing out my contract. Bullshit. His wife tweeted out, and I also like it here. So who knows? But it's scary. And, I mean, I don't know that, and maybe I'm wrong, and I'm not the best. I mean, I'm not the most knowledgeable college football guy in the world. But how much of a step up is LSU versus A&M? From a facilities, from a money, from a supporter, backer standpoint, I don't know that there's much difference between the two, right? They both have great facilities. They both have great boosters. The ADs are great. I mean, what's the difference at that point? It's not like you're going from Mississippi State to LSU or Ole Miss to A&M. Those are significant steps up. But as far as recruiting and everything else, no, I'm not talking about on the field. That's just the inability of their guys to get shit done. I'm talking about, because every coach thinks they're going to go in and fix this very problem. Jimbo Fisher knows he's going to win a national title. Whether that's true or not remains to be seen. But in his mind, I'm Jimbo Fisher. Look what I did over there at Florida State. I got this, fam. I'm in Texas recruiting. Come on. SEC too? Come on. We're going to win a national title, baby. And yeah, Dandy Dan, they did give him a big extension He's racks on racks on racks. But that don't mean shit. If LSU wants to write him a bigger check, he gone. Trust me on that. I want to play out my contract my ass. Hell, Ed O just got a big extension. And I'll be honest, I don't know how much longer Coach Orgeron would have lasted had he not had that dirty hoe issue off the field. Wasn't playing well. Wasn't recruiting well. Didn't look good. Donna said, what about that ULL coach? He's a hot commodity, but boy, that's a big jump. That's a big jump. You'd like to see him go to a middle tier school, even if not in the SEC, right? But get to a go do a job somewhere else. Give me that. Get that shot chart out of here. I have a feeling. I don't think it's going to be Lane Kiffin. I think Fickle's probably going to get this job. And this is what I mean by going to a smaller or a middle tier school. And Cincinnati's really not even considered necessarily middle school, but Fickle right now, having Cincinnati at number 2 in the country, is literally going to be a top candidate at every school that is looking to replace their head coach, especially Power 5 upper echelon schools like LSU, USC. So I could, we'll see. Texas, I'm sure there's already soured on Steve Sarkisian because he shit the bed a couple times. But I could see Fickle being the guy that gets the LSU job just because of what he's done in Cincinnati. Brady, maybe. O'Brien, just because it's SEC. I don't think they take that leap. I don't know why everybody thinks Lane Kiffin deserves that job, by the way. I really don't know why they think Lane Kiffin. What the fuck has Lane Kiffin done other than get... If I'm giving Lane Kiffin a job anywhere, it's USC. Get him out of the fucking SEC where he doesn't have to play Nick Saban every year and lose. Bro, go to the Pac-12. What are you doing? That's a good question. Where did Tom Herman end up? Let's see. Tom Herman. Hold on. What the hell's going on here? Thomas Herman III is an American football coach and former player who was an offensive analyst and special projects coach for the Chicago Bears. There you go. Yeah, he was at USC, but he wasn't a head coach, was he? Fresno State. So this is Lane Kiffin's coaching career. Think he's bounced around a little. Fresno State assistant, Colorado State GA, Jacksonville OQC, USC tight ends coach, receiver, PGC wide receiver, OC wide receiver coach. Then he went to the Raiders, then to Tennessee, then to USC. You're right, 3 years. Then to Bama, Florida Atlantic, and Ole Miss. Maybe they don't bring him back. Devil you know versus the devil you don't. Good call, Wallace. I totally forgot about that. That's the thing about Lane Kiffin. What has the guy done to warrant? I mean, it doesn't have it. Overall, he's 71-40 in college. He was 5-15 in the NFL. 2-2 in bowl games. Damn, Michael. Hopefully Tom Herman is homeless, living in the streets, addicted to smack. Go Cougs. Wow. Wow. I did too, Perry. The Bears. White Magic said Pete Carroll might be out in Seattle too. You think he'll go back to college? I think Pete Carroll probably retires. That dude's old as fuck, man. I don't know if he wants to recruit and travel. You know what I mean? Like now, I don't know. How old is Pete Carroll now? If I'm Pete Carroll, bro, I'm not getting on a fucking plane and flying all over the country trying to recruit kids. Pete Carroll is 70 years old. That's old, dude. Maybe. I just think he retires. And I don't think he goes back to USC either because of all the scandal. It's crazy how many of these names that keep being floated about. USC ties. USC can't get it right, man. Interesting. So there's your odds. My pick would be Fickle. I think I'd lay the money on that 550. I think that's the guy to take over at LSU. But we'll see. It better not be Jimbo Fisher. That's all I gotta say. Saban is 70. Yeah, but Saban doesn't even have to travel to recruit at this point. Like Saban's recruiting off of Zoom calls and still getting the best players in the country. There's Pete Carroll going back to college and then having to go into somebody's living room and be like, "Hey, I'm Pete Carroll, former head coach of the Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson's a friend of mine. Would you like an autograph green highlighter?" But like, all you take is a letter from Alabama and Nick Saban. "Hey, kid, we want you to come play for us. Coach Nick." Done. He's got that cachet, man. Got that cachet. Pete Carroll's almost 100. So Pete, if he goes somewhere, it ain't gonna be LSU or something like that. D-Mon said, "Don't head coaches have people to recruit for you." In college, the way it works is they'll send assistants out to do some recruiting. But if you want blue chip players, the head coach has to be the guy to go and get them. Now, they may be other guys. It depends on the relationships too, D-Mana, which sounds crazy. But if let's say you got a guy who maybe went to some football camps or whatever, and the guy running those camps maybe is one of your assistants, OC, wide receivers coach or whatever, then you would send that wide receiver coach to go recruit that wide receiver that met him at the camp and they had a good relationship. You would obviously take advantage of that. But if you're just trying to go out and get the best wide receiver in the country and he has no ties to anyone in your organization, you're not sending your wide receiver coach, you're sending Nick Saban. If you're trying to get the best left tackle in the South, Texas, Florida, Georgia, all that shit, you're sending Nick Saban. You're trying to go into Texas and recruit the best players away from UT and A&M. You're trying to go into Oklahoma and recruit. You're trying to go into Florida. You got to send Nick Saban. You got to send Pete Carroll. Yeah, you have other guys go, but those are for your 2, 3, 4-star recruits. Hey, I got a visit from Alabama. The OC came by. I mean, it's kind of a rank thing, right? Your head coach is going to, for the majority of it, do the blue chippers. Your coordinators are probably going to recruit 4 stars, and your position coaches are going to recruit 3, 2s, and 1s. And Amos has a good point. Recruiters build a relationship. Coaches close the deal. At the end of the day, if you got a 4-star safety that you're trying to nail down and he's trying to choose between Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, LSU, Ohio State, and Oregon, They're all going to send their head coach. Who you think's winning? Or who you think, if you don't even have to send Nick Saban to go get that safety. You just have to call him. Hey, kid, this is Nick Saban. You know how many safeties I've put in the NFL? Love to have you down here. Come on down. You'll be competing for a job on day one. Fucking done. Done. This is why Bama gets the players that they get every single year. Every year. Yeah, thank you, Marty. And Marty knows his kid played. His kid was recruited. I'm so glad sometimes when people will be like, yeah, Barry's right. Because I think a lot of times y'all think I'm just making shit up. I'm just talking. I'm glad, Marty. Thank you. So, I don't know what Pete Carroll will do. Let's see. Jimbo got that. Oh, we got to get to this real quick. What time is it? 3:45. So DK Metcalf in a game last week made a bonehead play, almost cost his team the game, fumbled, fighting for extra yards when he didn't need to. White man said on the contrary, I think a lot of times you think I'm just making shit up too. Oh yeah, no doubt. But it's obvious when you do it. So obvious. First base is easy. You just stand there and catch the ball. But yeah, you're totally just not making stuff up. So Shannon Sharp called out DK Metcalf for a fumble. And I don't have the video of it. Sorry. Deal with it. But DK Metcalf was fighting for extra yards when it wasn't necessary. And ended up fumbling. Teammate recovered it, fortunately for him. But Shannon Sharp, doing his job, mind you. Shannon Sharp's job is to comment. He's a commentator. He makes commentary. It's what he does. Now, unlike a lot of us, Shannon Sharp played football. So if I make that comment and Shannon Sharp makes that comment, everyone looks at me and goes, shut the fuck up. But everyone should look at Shannon Sharp and be like, yeah, okay. That's one of the best to ever do it. Saying that's probably true. Everyone that is except DK Metcalf. So Shannon Sharp tweets out, what was DK thinking? Why try to play hero football in that situation? Just go down, right? You don't need 3 yards ain't doing shit for you. Well, DK Metcalf wasn't having that. He said, stop questioning me, lil boy. Look, I don't know a lot. But I know enough to know when you call a grown-ass man like Shannon Sharp a little boy and talk down to him like that, they're not just going to be like, whatever, and ignore that tweet. Also, that's not his job. His job is to stir up shit and get clicks. And his job is to make comments on shit that happens in football. So DK Metcalf got in his feels. Got butthurt. It happens to everybody. I get it. So Shannon Sharp, after DK Metcalf tweets out, stop questioning me, lil boy. Ha ha. Laughy cry face. Shannon said, there's nothing to question. That was dumbass play. And your pride won't let you admit it. You can't question anything I've done. Pray your resume will be as complete as mine. Pray. Enjoy the rest of your day. Pray, pray. Emoji. And Shannon Sharp is 100% right. DK Metcalf better pray that his career goes as well as Shannon Sharp's did. And he'll be lucky if it does. And of course, DK Metcalf doesn't just say, all right, OG, my bad. No. So Shannon Sharp tweets that out. Pray your resume will be as complete as mine. Pray! Enjoy the rest of your day. Like, okay, that's enough. I did my job. Just shut the fuck up. Not DK. He said, from the looks of it, I can wipe my shit with yours. Continue to gossip, you washed up wannabe. Literally nothing in this tweet is accurate. There's literally nothing accurate about this tweet. You couldn't wipe your shit with his resume because his resume is so good. And he's not gossiping and he's not washed up, you dumb fuck. Bro, at this point, DK Metcalf is most known for his abs. That's it. This is ridiculous. Like, DK Metcalf is a moron, dude. What are you doing? If I pull up Shannon Sharp's resume, his accolades. God, I love this fucking button. Man, every time I get to auto resize a window, I come a little. Oh, I didn't zoom out. Zoom out! This is Shannon Sharp's resume. Let's just pull up his wiki page here. Let's just go take a look-see here. Let's just take a little peeksy. Oh, I don't know. Is any of this any good? 3-time Super Bowl champion. 4-time first-team All-Pro. Second-team All-Pro. 8-time Pro Bowl player. NFL 90s All-Decade Team. Denver Bronco Ring of Honor. Denver Bronco 50th Anniversary Team. 2011 Pro Football Hall of Fame. Savannah State Tigers #2. Got retired. I mean, that's pretty good. 10,000 receiving yards, 815 catches, 62 touchdowns. Played from 99 to 2003. 3 Super Bowl rings. Zoom out. What are you doing? Amy said, DK better watch out. Shannon got his hip fixed. He might want that smoke. Let's see. Pro Football Reference. Let's see where he ranks all time. Let's go. Leaders. Historical leaders. I know you could do it by position, but we'll just do receiving yards, career. So Shannon Sharp is 49th on this list. And I know what you're thinking. 49th. Yeah. He is the 49th most receiving yards as a tight end, not a receiver, as a tight end in an era when the tight end was not as utilized and thought of like it is today. Tight end a lot of times was blocking, decoy, third option, kind of like a fullback was used back then. Oh, fuck, they threw it. Shannon Sharp was if Shannon Sharp was a tight end today, Travis Kelce would be bumped down a peg. Like that's how good Shannon Sharp was as a tight end. Shannon Sharp was a tight end with DK Metcalf's receiver body. Like, this dude was 6'2", 228, built like a brick shithouse. I want to see if they have, if we can go leaders by position. Can you? No. Damn it. I wanted to do it by position, but you can't. So he's 49th. Yeah, White Max said the only tight end I can think of was Tony Gonzalez. Yeah, he's pretty fucking good too. I think I might take Shannon Sharp though. Shannon Sharp to me, even more, because Tony Gonzalez was still kind of like a little more, like Shannon Sharp started to usher in that Gronk era of tight ends. Big, strong, fast, receiver-like, but still big. Maybe I'm off on that, but I just felt like that dude, I'm not saying he revolutionized the position, and Tony Gonzalez was, you might be right, he may overall have been better, but as far as like feeling like a wide receiver at the tight end position, Shannon Sharp was it, dude. I wish they did this by position. Let's see. Tight end. Let's just see what comes up there. Here we go. So this is Let's see. This is, I don't know what this is. Play AV, approximate value, is our attempt to attach a single number to every player since 1960. So this is the, oh boy, we forgot about Antonio Gates and Jason Witten, but Flozell Adams, no shit. Okay. Shannon Sharp had a 105. So it was Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, Flozell Adams, and Shannon Sharp. What was these guys' size though? So Tony Gonzalez was 6'5", 247. Antonio Gates was 6'4", 255. Jason Witten was 6'6", 263. So you see what I mean? 6'2", 228, 6'5", 6'4", 6'6", 260, 255, 250-ish. And dude was 6'2", 228. So, built like a receiver, playing a tight end, big but fast. Kind of revolutionized. He got it to where it was looked at as okay, you could run receiver routes doing this shit. Not just, all right, we're going to run you a crossing route with Tony Gonzalez over the middle or Gates or whatever. He had 62 touchdowns. What did Gonzalez have? Boy, 111. 116 for Gates. 74 for Witten. That's pretty good. 204 games, 270 games, 236, 271. So didn't play as long as these other guys. But that's just it. Just to say that he doesn't have the resume, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Out of pocket. Alto pockets, DK Metcalf. You ain't done shit, bro. In fact, I wonder where DK Metcalf ranks right now. Let's see what old boy, where he ranks statistically. Receiving. DK Metcalf is 16th in receiving yards. So, he ain't exactly lighting the world on fire right now, DK Metcalf. That's just this year. All right, let's digress. Let's rock out. Call it a day. Go spray some weeds in my garden. My flower bed. Work on my website. Get ready for Sports Riot Live. Make sure you tune in to Sports Riot Live, by the way. Probably sidecast the Astros. Christy, Bobo, love you. Thank you, sweetie. Wow, my guy. Come hang out with us tonight. Go Astros. We definitely won't be doing it in the NBA, but baseball's pretty likely that we'll talk about the game while we shoot shit. Sports every day because we didn't do much sports yesterday. It's a balancing act, people. Tomorrow we'll mix it up. Alex, thank you, buddy. See you tonight, Donna. Thank you, Cisco. Glad you got to watch live, buddy. Hey, thank you all for being here, man. Fun day today. Enjoy getting down into the weeds in sports sometimes. It's good. So, see you tonight. And if I don't, do what Aaron said. Go hit that thumbs up button. What are we at? 43? Come on, guys. That's super low. Can we get to 50 likes on this video, please? 50 would be great. That'd be fantastic. Just need 6 more. I know 6 of you haven't liked this video yet. You forget. I do too. Hit it. All right, so if I don't see you tonight on Sports Riot Live, I hope to see you tomorrow, right back here, same time, same place, this very YouTube channel. And until then, be safe, be kind, and most importantly, love each other. YouTube